We're here in New York at our Cannabis Investor Day, and we're pleased to be joined by Jennifer Drake, Chief Operating Officer of AYR Strategies, which trades on our OTCQX Best Market under the symbol AYRSF and on the CSE under the symbol AYR.A. AYR Strategies has operations in both Massachusetts and Nevada. Explain the company's focus on expanding on both the East and the West Coast.
Since we initially did our first 5 transactions, purchasing 5 companies, bringing them together to create our initial footprint in Massachusetts and Nevada, we obviously didn't want to be a public company with only 2 states. So we're extremely focused on expanding beyond our initial anchor portfolio into adjacent states on the East and West Coast so we can cluster and penetrate deeply in adjacent regions so that we can get great economies of scale and have synergies between our companies. We also think that this is a great time to be doing that. Cannabis markets have gone through highs and lows over the last 12 months, and we are extremely lucky to be at a point now where we're ready to expand our footprint, and also prices are extremely attractive for the kinds of companies that we would look to consolidate with. As a management team, we're very, very experienced deal makers, experienced in terms of doing transactions, experienced in terms of cutting the right types of transactions and deals so that both our targets and our shareholders can come out ahead, and we can create a lot of value across the board because we're very, very driven by, 1, maintaining discipline, but 2, by driving shareholder value. And we think, if anything, now is an incredibly good time to be expanding our footprint in a way that really, really will drive value for our shareholders.
By trading on OTCQX and the CSE, how's the company focused on expanding its offerings to investors?
Well, the OTCQX has been extremely important to us as a company. Being able to provide easy access to our stock for US-based investors has been extremely helpful. Prior to being able to be quoted on the OTC, I think it was a little bit more difficult for people to even find our stock. So it's been a real boon to us. It's really helped us in terms of broadening our scope. And we appreciate opportunities to participate in events like today where we have both the support of the OTC, but also the CSE, the Canadian Securities Exchange in Canada, where a lot of cannabis companies are listed, and they have a great partnership with OTC. So events like today and a partnership like OTC and CSE is a real boon for us, for our investors. And going back to your initial question about our expansion plan, if we weren't a public company with access to the public markets and able to use our stock as currency, it would be a negative to our investors because they wouldn't have nearly as much leverage in our ability to expand. So we're very, very pleased with where we sit today.